What's up, guys? Just checking to see if the audio is good. Just give me 1 second. Make sure this first time in a minute since we've used StreamYard. Just give me 1 second. All right. This first time in a minute. So it seems like it's good. Just check. What's up, guys? We'll go back to the coach plays. So in this video, we've done a lot of film breakdowns on the channel so far, but this is going to be the first time that we've done it live. So getting ready for the divisional weekend matchups. We can kind of get into that and talk about them a little bit as we get into this thing. What's up, Andy? Appreciate you joining the stream. But we're going to dive in. So on the channel, we dove into the Buccaneers game against the Eagles where Baker Mayfield had himself a day. And then also we broke into the Houston Texans. C.J. Stroud had himself a pretty good game. And then Jordan Love. We have been able to dive into the Detroit Lions and the L.A. Rams in what I thought was probably the best game of the wild card weekend. So we're going to get into that and be able to kind of just dive in and break it completely down. What's up, Karan? Appreciate you joining. Says, I'm not a Lions fan, but their run with Dan Campbell changed that culture. Absolutely. I mean, it's crazy. And there's a lot of people who mock Dan Campbell when he got that job. A lot of people thought that he was just kind of, honestly, an idiot, thought that he was a showman, thought that he was just a rah-rah guy. But he's built a culture, and he's built a culture off the word belief, and they've got it going right now. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all shakes up after that. They've got the Buccaneers, and I think, honestly, as much as I'm happy with how the Buccaneers are playing, like, that's a favorable matchup for the Detroit Lions. It's going to be a good game, but I think it's a pretty favorable matchup for them. So they have a legitimate shot to get to the NFC Championship game. Then, of course, you got the Texans and Ravens, Packers and 49ers, and Chiefs and Bills. So that's what we're going to break down is the Detroit Lions and the LA Rams. We'll go ahead and kind of get into this thing. First thing I do want to talk about is just the statistics of it before we break down. For the Rams, Matthew Stafford went 25 of 36, 367 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. Matthew Stafford really showed out, had himself a great game. Kyron Williams, 13 catches for 61. Still the story of the year is the Puka Nacua. I believe I'm saying his name right. He's a young rookie receiver for the Rams who just broke the rookie record for most receiving yards in a season. I think he broke the rookie record for most receiving yards in a playoff game. He had 9 catches, 181 yards, 20.1 average. Pretty impressive there. Detroit Lions statistics. Jared Goff had himself a very efficient game, not a crazy game, but a very efficient game at 22 for 27 for 277 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 picks. Guys, if you're watching this live on the stream right now, or if you're watching it post-stream, make sure you hit that thumbs up. It always helps out the video. Share it out to your friends and family. And if you're new to the Coach Plays, hit that subscribe button. We're growing a community over here. And, eventually if we get to where we want people up on the broadcast with us as we do these live streams, and, we'll get to that too as well. David Montgomery, 14 carries for 57 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs had 8 for 25. Jahmyr Gibbs was kind of a quiet night. And then Mon St. Brown led the way receiving for the Lions, 7 catches, 110. Josh Reynolds had 5 of 80. So led the tackles was Alex Anzalone, however you pronounce his name. And who led the tackles for the Rams was Ernest Jones IV. He had 4 tackles, 5 assists. So let's go ahead and get into this game real quick, and then we'll break it down. So this is just going to be the open kickoff. Try to see. And we'll just kind of stop and break it, talk about it, kind of break down the game, maybe allow you guys to be able to learn this a little bit better, and we'll help grow knowledge as far as the game of football as we get into it. So Rams kicked it off first, and Detroit Lions will take over. So right here, this is a bunch condensed. So they've got three receivers bunch. They're in a 2 tight end set. So that's going to be your 12 personnel, 1 back, 2 tight ends. They motion this back over, or motion that tight end over, and it makes it now into a very balanced set. You get 2 tight end wings and then 2 very tight, condensed wide receivers. And they go with a counter action. I'll pause, let it play, and then we'll kind of break down this play in the zone copy. So, of course, the big thing, we'll go ahead and motion, let him get across. The big thing about any sort of power scheme or gap scheme, it's down, down, down. You're looking for a nice kick with the guard right here, and then you're looking for a wrap with the tight end across right here. They're going to get – this is a fair – of course, you've got to take care of Aaron Donald in these situations. So the tackle is going to be down. Everybody's down, 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 gap down. He's going to pull kick. The first thing that shows on the end, which is probably this wide 9 technique right here. And you're going to get a wrap to the play side backer of Jones with the tight end. It's going to be very imperative that they get Aaron Donald in this situation. We'll see how this works out. Now, because he's in a 3 technique right here, you should get pretty good help with the tight end on the hip onto the backside marker. So Aaron Donald washes inside. He's going to check and make sure that everything's good there before he climbs to the backside backer. He's looking for this backside backer because Jones is going to be taken care of with the tight end. Here you see the guard pulling flat, see if he gets a good kick on the inside. That's a pretty good kick there. Probably would like to be a little bit more inside. Your hands get exposed like that. You're talking about, the potential risk for holding calls, things like that. Tight end wrap inside for the play side back. Jones looks good. Like, this play's got a lot of leg right here, and I can't even remember how it finished. But because you've got Reynolds now stalk blocking on a safety, it's looking pretty good. Get a good wrap, get a good seal by the play side tackle or tight end on the backside backer, Montgomery. And the corner is the one who eventually makes the play. He's the unblocked man. You're okay with corners, being able to eat. 9 times out of 10, corners don't want to make plays. So they go with a troops close. They motion, I believe that's Williams from left to right. Jared Goff, just a nice little spacing concept there. Hits Williams for a nice, easy gain. And that should be good for the first down and kind of keeps them ahead of the sticks. So right here, you get a 0 shade, get a 3 technique. This is a wide 9. You can say motion over. You can see they bumped over a little bit. No one traveled. So zone coverage right here for the Rams. And that's a nice, easy spacing route concept that was completed. So this should be first down. Go with kind of a condensed stack set here. Motion receiver over. Both of these teams were very heavy into their motion game. I want to go back real quick. So they're motioning. They're trying to get a toss action. Looks like some wide zone here. Yeah, just a little wide zone action. Tight end is going to get more of a kick angle. Watch that play side tight end over here to the left. I'll kind of freeze it right before that action. If he watched inside, then he would hook him, and then Montgomery would be able to see that, bounce it back to the outside. But because he's kind of got inside leverage here, he's probably going to get inside of this kick. St. Brown tries to feed up, and they get a little bit there. What's up, Brayton? Appreciate you joining. 2 tight end sets again. So once again, this is 12 personnel. If you're unfamiliar with that terminology, 12 personnel. The first number is the running back. Second number is the tight end personnel. So when you got 12 personnel, you got 1 back, 2 tight end sets. They've got both tight ends strong over here. They motion this receiver from right to left. He's going to probably settle down here in the slot. This is a very traditional formation. Get 2 tight ends strong here. kind of on the nub side into the boundary. If you haven't heard of the term boundary, what I mean by boundary is into the tight side of the field. So you've got boundary, so right hash to the sideline, that's the boundary. Anything to the field, the bigger side of the field, that's just called the field. Pulling that guard on the action pass, trying to hit a deep dig, and he did. That was a great catch by Reynolds. I'm a Tennessee Titans fan. Reynolds had a coffee cup for Tennessee, but that did not pan out very well. Looked like Goff had pretty good protection on this play here. We'll kind of pause it, play action, sets his feet. I mean, this is all day for an NFL quarterback. Pretty impressive right here. But at the end of the day, Rams are just sending 3, and you're pass protecting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This tight end is in pass protection. He doesn't have anybody block right now because the Rams in this situation said that they were just going to drop back everybody. As you can see, it's just zone coverage. We have to go back to the wide copy to see what exact coverage they're in. We can go do that real quick. So pre-snap, you get a too high shell. What I mean by too high shell, you get too high safeties right here. Your corners are backed off. This could be a kind of a quarters concept. They don't really look like they're playing hard fat. So this just looks like, honestly, just a send 3 quarters. And this is going to be a tight window throw right here. You got a lot of people underneath and a lot of people over top. Good little stick there. So we'll play it from the end zone copy. But like I say, only sending 3. That allows Jared Goff's going to have a lot more time to make this pass. But your window is going to be tighter. That's a good ball, good catch. And it's a really good job by the Lions starting out this game. So this would still be considered 12 personnel, just one of their tight ends, and bringing a fullback into their package. He's now offset here in a 3-point stance. They're just going to run power right there. So when you get power, I'll wait, let it get to the end zone copy. Power, you're always going to kick out with that fullback or the tight end, and then it's the guard's job to wrap the play side backer. So power and counter are the exact same things. It's just who are you kicking with and who are you wrapping with in this situation. So in power, you're going to wrap with you're going to kick with the new tight end right here. In this situation, it's the fullback for the Detroit Lions. He's going to try to get a kick on this inside leverage of the wide 9 technique. Right now, he's got good leverage here. And then you'll get the wrap by the play side guard. So just like counter, it's still down rules, So this tackle's got to get down on number 92. If he gets outside of that, it's really going to create a whole lot of issues. Brayton said on the last play, good throw. It really was a good throw there by Jared Goff. Like I said, Jared Goff did not go crazy on the stats, but he had a very efficient night. But we'll get into I lost my train of thought. We'll get into Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford had a really hell of a game, if I'm being honest. So we'll get into that. So he's got to be down on the tackle. Really should get a good little combo right here between the right guard and center on the zero shade. And he should probably work to this backside backer. You're going to have to watch this guy, this nickel, this safety. His safety backed out. So, like I say, they're in a traditional odd front right here, 3 down line and 2 stand-up outside backers. Good little kick there. Not that big of a hole. Probably he kind of hesitated on that base kick out. I'd like to see him get downfield a little bit more. And Aaron Donald, I'll back it up a little bit. Aaron Donald's kind of creating some issues here. This is Williams here. Like I say, talked about it. It was going to be a hard down block for this tackle because he's only in a shade. This is what's called a 4-eye technique. That's not a good down block. Creates a whole lot of issues for this backside guard who's supposed to wrap for Jones. But, man, David Montgomery did a pretty good job getting around that, being able to make a play. All right, so let's say get close to the red zone. So they just motioned out a tight end to get into that screen scenario, and those are good plays. You're just that all this is really an extension of the run game. Instead of running outside zone to get to the outside, now you're flipping it out there to one of your dudes. They're going to send this tight end in motion, snap it before he even comes to a stop, and now that creates angles. So the outside receiver, instead of just stalk blocking this corner, he's now able to use his angle and block down the safety, and now he's able to use his velocity, his movement, and his angle to kick out this corner. It's a pretty good job. And as you can see there, it was second and short. So they're able to pick up a first down just off the quick screen. Pretty good job. So we talked a lot about 12 personnel. They're in 11 personnel set here. One back, one tight end. That's going to give you 3 receivers. He's kind of snugged inside the numbers right here, and then you get split out here. Once again, two high safety shell. This is a corner walked all the way down. Motion St. Brown, little pre-snap motion. He falls down. Luckily, Jared Goff already made his decision to the flats. If Goff was really trying to get to Amon St. Brown right there, he would have been in some trouble. So they still send about 4 or 5, but they're able to get in. Like I said, this is a big first drive by Detroit, marching it down the field. Go with 11 personnel set again, motion the slot from right to left, fake pitch, RPO slant off the backside. Let's see if this was an RPO or if this is a true just throw all the way. So as soon as he went in motion, that bumped this guy all the way down. All right, so this is a pass all the way. How do I know that? Things I'm trying to find as indicators. The offensive line is not getting down the field at all. This is a little tough for it to be. You would have thought it could have been an RPO, but they're not trying to get down the field. So this is a scenario where they know they get inside the 10, and Rams have a huge tendency of going man coverage. So if they send this guy in motion, it should feel good. He squeezes all the way down, so they're kind of passing off this. But to me, it doesn't look like they're in man coverage. He's going to set up the chop and go. But that's a good play. Get it to Reynolds quick, and now you're inside that 5-yard line. Be able to see it from the end zone copy here. Like I say, that offensive line, really no push to get down the field. So that looked like it probably was a pass all the way. Tough to tell. Go with condensed bunch, motion St. Brown over to the right, and get a balance set, and they're just going with a simple dive inside zone. Montgomery trying to get stopped here. So normally in these goal line situations, you'll get a lot more tighter fronts with the defense, but they're still pretty decently wide here. This is a 31 technique. This is what you would call an overset to the strength. The strength was set here because it was a trips bunch. Then he motioned out to where it was traditionally even. Defense didn't really adjust anywhere like that. They still feel good. Aaron Donald's in this 3 technique, then 95s right here in this 0 shade 1 technique. Then you get a 5 and a wide 9 right here. And they're just getting a combo here. Not very good job there by the guard. And then it ends up being Yeast who's ever able to make this play and stop him just short of the gain. That was a big play by that safety. So once again, they go with this trips bunch closed. If you hear me say closed and you don't know what I mean by that, so you get trips or trips bunch to one side of the field. Close means you got a tight end on the backside, so it's not an open concept on the back. They close it off with a tight end. So trips bunch closed, motion receiver. So this once again is basically the exact same formation what they just went with. defensive front is in the exact same front. They're in a 31 over to the field to the strength side. They go with the exact same play and they get it in. I mean, a lot of times you might think that teams like just always going to call a different play no matter what, that it's very complicated and it's complex, but that's not really the case. I mean, Yabba Dabba Do, same play on two, gets the job done there. The Lions are able to march it all the way down on the opening drive of that game and get it going. So now we'll go ahead and fast forward, and we'll now get into the Rams. So big drive there by the Detroit Lions to open up that game. And when I was watching it live, I was like, okay, Lions might come away with a huge. They might kind of honestly just run away. So, as always, guys, if you're liking this content, hit that thumbs up and share it out there to a lot of people. That way, we can grow this thing together. So let's go ahead and get right back into it. This is now the first drive of the LA Rams. So this is what I would call a joker motion. You're going to fake motion across, but then get right back. Right there, chops his feet. Nope, not that guy. Cooper Kupp did motion from the slot. It's this guy. So they go with two motions, chop, 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 right back. They're just going with a simple inside zone to the left. And pick up about 5 yards in the first play of their drive. Traditional odd front right there for the Detroit Lions. 3-4 defense, three down linemen, 4 linebackers right here. This is Aiden Hutchinson right here. He'll move around a lot like Aaron Donald. They're trying to find different ways to get him into the set. Hold on just a second, guys. Just working around here. What's up, Carter family? Appreciate you joining the stream. As he just popped up. But like I say, this is a traditional odd front, 3 down lineman. I think it's this backer ends up making the play inside zone to the left. You should get some combos in motion. So you're just trying to play around with the defense here when you're trying to do pre-snap motion. Get a little bit of joker motion. They bump. They got to bump right back. You're just trying to get them off of alignments. So you're going to get an inside zone insert right here, trying to get to this safety who walked all the way down. Really try to get a combo up to the backside to this play side backer, this linebacker right here that you're seeing. This is where it goes wrong. He's not able to climb. 73 is now wasted. He recognizes the play, fits in the gap, and that's a good play that by that backer right there. But still ended up being 4 yards. But you can see what the offense was trying to get accomplished there. Stafford checks out of this play. Something's telling him to go to one of their audible sets. So man coverage right there. This is identifier. Hey, first thing, let's talk about this defense a little bit here. So if you hear secondary rolling, like they just rolled their coverage a little bit, it's that motion right there. They motion from right to left. Cooper Kupp came down. So they are trying to, not give Cooper Kupp a lot of space. This is an indication of man coverage because they roll. He's going to now go. So this is probably going to be cover one man. Cover one meaning you've got a deep high center safety. And then watch how they go into this other motion, and it's a great indicator that it's man coverage. He goes from left to right, and they actually have a defender travel all the way with them. You're not going to get that in zone coverage. You're just not. Coach Plays is back, Beantown Breakdown says. 42-month member right there. Appreciate you very much. Unfortunately, Beantown, that's probably going to screw you up as far as your membership. I'm thinking about canceling all membership, just going to one single membership for $2 and just asking if people want to help support the channel that way. The only reason why I hate to do that is just it ends up taking away things like that. Man, that sucks. So I don't know. Appreciate you, Beantown, for being here. All right, so man coverage. And just going to run that nice little drag. You're going to see Puka Nacua just all over this film. They motion him, trying to get the defender to track him all the way across the field just to send him right back on the drag. And that gets extremely difficult for that defender. He actually did a really good job of fighting through that trash to get across there. It's pretty impressive. Once again, roll coverage by the safeties. This right here is the exact same formation the Rams were just in. They just flipped it. I appreciate you, Beantown. So they roll that coverage. See if they motion him again. They do. So they were getting ready to roll it again, but then that was just joker motion. They go with inside zone insert play action, trying to hit Puka across on the drag, and that ends up being pass interference. Puts a lot of stress on a defender when you're having to run man coverage across the field right here. He kind of arm bars him, holds on to his hip, and that creates pass interference. That's what things like Puka Nacua is being able to do right now, is just put a lot of stress on defenders. Carver family says, man, one flat rate would be cool, but man, that 42-month, yeah, it does. It does. I hate to take that away, but like say a one flat rate membership, I think would probably be best. All right, so once again, 12 personnel. What I mean by 12 personnel, 2 tight end sets. They get a tight end wing right here, and then twins to the field. Detroit Lions are now in an even front, 4 down linemen. So they're multiple front defense. They go from odd front to an even front, motioning over. They're just bumping a little bit here. So zone coverage, center field is closed. So now we're probably talking about a cover 3. It could be multiple different things. This looks just straight like cover 3 to me. Play action. They do a pretty good job of blocking up everything down the field. Matthew Stafford ends up checking down this play. We'll see if anything kind of came open for Stafford right here. Doesn't really like anything. I think he's about to break out on the corner route. He is, but you got leverage right there. Would have been a tough ball. Pretty decent pocket right here for Stafford. He's not going to waste any time. Checks it down. Smart decision. No, I absolutely agree, Beantown. We talked about Jared Goff didn't light up the stat sheet, but he played very efficient and very smart. Neither quarterback turned the ball over as far as interceptions were concerned. Stafford actually was the one who had himself a day. Matthew Stafford went 25 of 36 for 367 yards, 2 touchdowns, while Jared Goff just went 22 of 27 for 277 and 1 touchdown, but 22 of 27. It's very, very efficient. So you're going to see in this Rams offense, like they motion Puka Nacua all over the place. He's their dude. They're trying to maneuver him and just make the defense like worried about him. Just playing around with him, motion him back to the right, and then ends up just running an inside zone. Kind of see how this play played out. So this would be a 2 technique here, kind of shaded inside. This is not front. They just skimmed it. But 2 techniques are head up on the guards. If you didn't know that. And then 0 technique head up on the center. And then you got your 5 techniques over the tackles. Good base there. See how he comboed with Higbee up to the play side linebacker. This is a really good combo. This has potential right here. We'll see where it breaks down. But that was a good combo. He's got to stick his foot in the ground. He's got to get north right here. A little bit too much hesitation. Tight end also did not finish this block. But that's not the easiest block. You're talking about a tight end on a defensive end. He's able to shed. That's a good play by the defensive end. Really saved it from becoming a big-time play. Guys, if you're watching this post live stream, put in the comment section below that, hey, you're loving the content and that you're watching it post stream. And then if that's the case, hit that subscribe button. Maybe put on notifications. That way you don't miss a live stream. Let me know what you guys think. If you like the live breakdown or if you rather just a video breakdown. Live breakdowns are going to be full games. We could be here a minute. We'll have to try to speed up a little bit, probably skip a few plays, or we'll be here for 4 hours. Be that. But, yeah, let me know. Let me know what you guys think. This is a corner blitz right here. You're going to tend to get these a little bit more when you get into the boundary, and this is an upside. That's a pretty good job by Matthew Stafford. Pretty good job by Matthew Stafford being able to recognize the corner blitz there. His head around. He's got to get out quick. He knows exactly where his outlet was right there. He's able to dish it out there pretty quick. It's a pretty good job. That's just a veteran play. Yeah, it was Beantown. It was a good play. 11 personnel. They only got one tight end in the game. Puka Nacua going for a motion, play action, boot. And this is just a throwback screen. I love these types of concepts. They're trying to give a play action fake, but then they're trying to, right here, sell that they're taking a deep shot. You get this backer, see this. He's already trying to drop into his hook curl. You got eyes here, eyes here. He's now pushing back. This corner's bailed out. The offensive line was faking just like an outside zone. They're now going to set up for a screen for Puka. It's an easy way to get one of your best dudes the ball. But that was honestly a pretty dang good job by the corner. Corner comes up, sets a hard edge. Offensive line does an even good job of being able to pick up all the blocks. That was the safety that rolled all the way down. Good job by that guard right there. That's a big play, Puka Nacua. So we saw the Detroit Lions open up this game on a great drive. The Rams being able to answer the bell right here. Love that concept. Aiden Hutchins. No, that ain't Aiden. Number 46. That was a good hustle there. Able to not give up on the play. Appreciate you, Angie. 11 personnel set. They get like this nice little in. This is just tight end wing, motion, Cooper Kupp to the slot. You've seen this formation already multiple times with Rams inside zone. Just get you a couple. Trying to stay ahead of the sticks right here. So should get a combo up. But because you have this nickel corner walking the way down or safety, they now have more guys than they can block. They do a really good job right there. Switch that thing off. Pop, pop, pop. Got to stick his foot in the ground. Does a decent job. But once again, like Higbee has kind of messed up a few times. He's not being able to stay on blocks. If he could stay on blocks, this run game would have been even better on this first drive. But that's tough. That's tough for Higbee to be able to body up this big boy defensive end all by himself. Defensive ends are taught to create length with their arms. Let me do this real quick. They're taught to engage, put their hands out, create length. That way they're being able to read the play and then react, shed, and then go through it, ball carrier that way. And he's able to get enough. So first down, you get a bunch set, a little bit wider, not straight condensed, closed. Remember what I talked about closed being on the backside, that tight end on the backside. And these are plays that defensive coordinators hate, okay? If wait just a second. So in these situations right here, these are the plays that defense coordinators hate. If Coach Allen was in the house right now, our defense coordinator, he'd be like livid right now. And what I mean by that is right here in this scenario here, they're just trying to find a quick way to get Cooper the ball and create what I would call natural picks. But, man, this ain't much of a natural pick. They are blocking in this set. You're going to try to block, and throw. The problem with that is you're not able to block on pass routes, but they get away with it by saying they're running routes and they're getting engaged by the defensive players. So watch here. He takes an outside stem because he knows we're trying to get this ball to the outside, get it thrown out there. And he's just, hey, I'm bodying you up. Really, they're in man coverage, so like he knows, hey, you're gonna try to body me up. I'm gonna let you do this. Puka is like, hey, I'm trying to run a flat route or a drag route right here, but I'm getting engaged. And that's what there's Coach Allen in the house. These are the plays that Coach Allen hates. And Coach Allen already is popping in the chat saying cheating. 100%. But if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. They're running routes. They're not technically running routes, if we're being honest. Uh, and they're just trying. Now, honestly, they're trying to do a flat and up. Honestly, he probably scores this if they just throw the flat because the out and up ends up it allows safety to get back in phase, and also Stafford sold it. So that's one of his few incompletions that he had right there. See how the protection lined up on the inside. Pretty good job. They just send four-man pressure. So this is just a bad throw by Stafford. But once again, would have been a touchdown if they just would have thrown the flat route, but they got a little out and up, and Lions are able to survive here. So they get a tight trip set here. Single receiver. I think that is Atwell. We'll see. Motion Cooper Kupp. Straight man coverage. You're going to chase with him all the way. Boy, that was a long ways to travel for that DB going for all the way from here all the way around. If they would have snapped this thing right now and threw it out there, they would have had pretty good success. So here's another natural pick situation, what you're trying to get here. He's going to run right at his guy. He's going to try to take his man with him and then allow Cooper Kupp to go outside and back underneath. But once again, it would have been a situation where he could have just thrown it out there quick, probably would have scored. Inside leverage by the receiver. Now try to take him back outside, put a little hands on him here, try to get back underneath. This backer is making a very good play, dropping off into his little spot here. And Stafford does not like it at all. He's hit, just throws it up away. But Rams trying to cheat a little bit. They get a little bit of pressure on Stafford. We'll be able to see what it looks like from the end zone copy. Aiden Hutchinson, tackle doing a decent job, but more of a coverage sack right there. Not necessarily a sack, but you get the picture. All right, so it's 3rd and goal. This has been a great drive by the Rams, but Detroit with a situation of being able to bend and not break and get off the field here. Motion Kupp into the slot. See what they're trying to get done. They're just trying to get a little whip route and then hit the corner route. Like I say, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a lot of man coverage. You could get some split field coverage as far as that, but you see a lot of man inside the 5. And Stafford's able to recognize that. He's probably just trying to stick this thing in the back pylon. They get pressure here. See where this pressure comes from. This speeds up Stafford's decision-making a lot quicker. Oh, yeah, this guy right here. Ooh. That's a terrible situation to be in if you're a running back. You got to stick one guy and there's 2 guys in the gap. It's not necessarily going to pan out well. He takes the most interior guy, which is what you should do. Stafford has to throw off his back foot, and that gets deflected up in the air and almost intercepted. So a good blitz there by the Detroit Lions paid off for them. They ended up slide protection that to the right. Get a 4-eye, wide 9 technique. Well, that's the big one right there. You get this. So right here, kind of like a 3 technique, 4-eye. He's going to wash all the way inside. Guard really needs to find a way to pass that off to the center. If he passes that off to the center and then redeflects back to the backer, that would allow everybody to get caught up and everybody would be great. But that's easier said than done in the situation. He ends up staying engaged. That's not what you're supposed to do. He turns his back all the way. He's not helping out anybody right here, and he just screwed over the running back. So Rams kick a field goal, and at this point, it's 7-3. A lot of great success right there by the Rams on that drive, but to only come away with 3, that's a win for the Detroit Lions. So big time play right there. We're 40 minutes into this stream, and we're just 2 drives in, so we might have to kind of speed this thing up a little bit. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. So let's go. Let's go ahead and get right back into it. Might skip a few plays, try to hit on some big plays. If we think that it's very minimal, then we'll just skip the end zone copy. Something like this. Try to go with a play action fake on the first play. Man, live streams go quick. Yeah, 40 minutes in. So jet motion. This is what you kind of would call like a split zone protection. Everybody's going zone right. Tight end split zones across. So this is all a play action pass blocking scheme. He recognizes that he ain't coming, so he's checking his inside leverage here, trying to run with a 3-man concept, and the back will just be the little check down option. Trying to get across through here and across there. Looks like they're in cover 2. He's keeping an eye on that flat. This guy's running with his missed an opportunity right here. Jared Goff. Once again, these are much easier to break down when you have an opportunity to just clip by clip by clip, and you're not getting pressured right here. But if Jared Goff, he comes off of this a little bit and he checks it down here, but if he anticipates this window, this safety has turned his hip. He's running with this deep crosser here. If he just stays a little bit more patient, he's got a window here for a big-time play. He missed him. Check it down to his back, but, sometimes still that's not terrible. You get 3 yards, but they do miss an opportunity for a big play. No need to see the copy on that. We'll skip forward. 3-step drop, quick out. It's a pretty good job to see what that corner leverage was. So right here, he's eyeing him. He just checked him out there. He thinks he's got quick access to the flats, and he does. I mean, if this guy rolls back at all, he backpedals at all, he knows he's got quick outlet right here. It is 2nd and 7. You're talking about an opportunity for a high percentage throw to pick up the sticks or make a 3rd and short, get it out quick. That's a first down. That's easy. That is essentially the old statement of taking what the defense gives you right there. It's pretty quick. Don't even really see the end zone copy of that. All right, let's go back. Jahmyr Gibbs in his stance right here bothers me. This is just a stand up. There's a lot of people in the league that likes that, thinks that it helps out with vision. I hate it. But there's a lot that goes into that too. They might want him a little bit slower out of the gate. They might want him to be a little bit slower in his first step to allow runs to develop, things like that. That would make you a little bit slower. So, I mean, this is not like poor technique. This is clearly like you're telling him, like, be there, slow out of the gate, things like that. Play action, set up. And this is just a situation where Jared Goff knows that if they don't pick him up right away, he's going to take you underneath. Jahmyr Gibbs making a play quick, fast, in a hurry. So, talk about 12 personnel. Here's another 12 personnel set. A lot of people think like, 12 personnel, you got to have a tight end on here. No, you got your big boys in. They're just not in a traditional tight end set. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, 12 personnel. We would call that Patriot. Motion a guy over, basically joker motion here. They're trying to run wide zone to the left. This is going to be he should kick and chip and on, but he ends up, right there. That's a pretty good job. Go back to this and show you exactly what they're trying to get done. He's going to block inward, try to seal off an edge here. It's all about angles. So he's going to try to seal off an edge here. They're going to get basically one-on-one blocking. He's wanting to bump him off and help him on the way to the corner. He's going to attack that inside hip right here, get off and get to the next level. This has some opportunity here. We'll look at it from the end zone copy. Jahmyr Gibbs decides to cut this thing back. I don't know if that was the right decision, and ends up getting some holding calls. We'll see where this comes from. What a lot of people don't realize is, you get frustrated at offensive linemen when they get holding calls, but a lot of times it can be on the running back not taking the proper angles and kind of screwing over the offensive line. I like what he has here. Now, I see what he sees here. Like, okay, bounce right there. But you see how hard that was for him to be able to take over top. And I'm pretty sure we can be spot in the offensive hold, and it's because of the cut. Like, just stay on your path. You got a butt, you got a butt, you got a butt. Stay on this path right here. I recognize, see, on the backside of wide zone, you're looking to create creases, and you've got a potential for a crease here, but he's got inside leverage. The moment you cut back, he's going to get off. This is going to put this offensive lineman in a bad spot, and I would have liked to see him carry out here. Not good. All right, so holding, going to put them behind the sticks in this situation. Oh, that's a good throw. So they motion over. They're running straight 4 verticals over here. Going to get, I think, got a post route. Yeah, he posted off up the sidelines, kind of underneath here, trying to look for dig window right there. This ball's already thrown. Good anticipatory throw right there to Reynolds. Reynolds has done very well for the Detroit Lions. Boy, he didn't do much for the Titans, I'll tell you that. What up, Terry? Look at that. Next stunt right there. Looked like it was picked up pretty well. He's over here. It's one technique here. He's all the way out, 7 technique. Hesitate, try to wash back underneath. Center does a pretty good job right there. So in the situation earlier was the Rams where that guard did not pass off to the center. Here's what a good pass off looks like right here. They're going to get this combination block right here. Pass set. He's got his eyes on Aaron Donald because he knows that's where his threat. As soon as Aaron Donald starts to cross, he knows, all right, now I've got to be locked up on this guy. We got to pass this thing off. Center does a pretty good job. They try to stay hip to hip. There's penetration there. They're moving this back. So the defensive front is still getting good work, but they've passed that off pretty well. But this is good job by Jared Goff. Jared Goff with this penetration to the face, doesn't get startled, doesn't get happy feet. First off, he started on this side. He wanted to either hit the post or hit the wheel out the backfield. Doesn't like it. Comes back across, so he's working through his progression. He's getting pressure to the face. Does not waver. He's going to stand in there. He's going to make a good ball, good throw here. Could have sidestepped and got into cleaner air, what I would call. But by the time he did that, that window would have been closed. That's a good ball. Good adjustment by Reynolds as well. Motion that tight end into a wing set. So back-to-back drives. Detroit's had really good success. Inside handoff to Jahmyr Gibbs, who really didn't have – he had a very quiet day, but he gets in the end zone here. They go with a wide set. You can kind of see it's spread this defense out right now. I mean, this is what I would call a one-backer box here. They did motion in the tight end. That forced him out a little bit. Now he went on the one technique here. Was that dart? Let's see here. Looks like it was dart. It's either dart or wrap. All right, so this is dart. Hey, you can see it's starting to lean. So when we say dart run scheme is basically, it's a combination of gap or zone, but they're all zoned up here to the right. And he's going to kick the first man out. It's a gap scheme, but a lot of people will go with zone as well. But they're just down, down, down. That's why I call it zone. They're now comboing this guy here. He wraps. He's trying to come off of that. Great job. That's great technique. So, dart. These guys are blocking zone right, but they're going to combo here. And he's got to be man on blocking there. Man on, man combo. Watch this left guard. This is going to be great technique right here. Bang to bang. A little bit of hesitation there by Jameer, but he gets it. Beantown Breakdown says we've got some breaking news. What's the breaking news? Did a head coach get hired? Is Belichick now the head coach for the Falcons? That's the news I'm looking to break anytime soon. So Detroit, back-to-back drives. It's now 14-3. They feel like they have all the momentum right here in this game. But you got to give props for the Rams. They came back. Belichick to the Falcons, Bobby. LOL. Is that what happened? Did we get that confirmed? I'll have to make a video on that if that is the case. But like say, Detroit, 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Rams now find themselves down 14-3. Beantown does say Bill Belichick is expected to be the new Atlanta Falcons according to CBS Sports. I would expect that too. He's got 2 interviews. I don't think Atlanta has really interviewed anybody else. Belichick's their guy. It's going to be interesting to see if he can, kind of turn that around. They're not a bad team. They're a 500 team. He's not going into a horrific situation. They're about like a 500 team. So not bad at all. Okay, so the Rams take over on their second drive. That is not good. We'll just go ahead and skip there. Woo! Look at this. This is not one of the highlights for Matthew Stafford right here. This is what you call turf monster. Boop, boop. He down. That sucks. Instantly behind the sticks. They don't allow that to change the play call right here, though. They're still gonna, hey, we're not gonna force it. We're still gonna be able to be within our offense and this thing off here. They get it back, but now you're finding yourself in a 3rd and long. So 3rd and long situation. I cannot remember this game at all. So it's basically like I'm watching it live for the first time. So we'll see what the Rams cook up here on a 3rd and long. You get a trip set here, basically a tray. What we call tray, you get basically a tight end here to trip. They just motion the running back in between the center and the guard. All they did right there is give him an extra protection. Deep out route, a hell of a throw there by Matthew Stafford. You don't see this a whole lot. Watch this. Shift, shift, shift. So this is clearly what you call a bullets. Okay, bullets. Basically, you got double A gap pressure. So your double A gap pressure right here. If he recognizes that, he has just sent his running back into this backside A gap, and that will allow probably a combo here and then a single block there. Let's see exactly how they block this thing up. Yep. Oh, man on man. So push, push, push. He's creeping. So he showed blitz. Now he's backing out. If that happens, like the running back was ready to take that guy there. If that happens, he's now going to help out with the center quickly. That's a damn good job by the running back. Like he gets on his hip and he's pushing this backward. Watch this. Go protect that. That's going to allow out, 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 out. Probably we'll call this like a fan blocking protection. Steps up. I mean, instantly this is how quick, this is how good they are at their job, guys. As soon as he saw that hip turn, he's all ready for the backer right now. Boom. Great job. Even better throw, though. See what we got here next. Matthew Stafford checking the play, pointing out this guy right here on a hot blitz. He does come. That's a pretty good job by that backer. This guy right here. Woo. Yo, good stuff. Cooper Kupp motions over to the slot. So they just went with 2 motions right there. Boy, that is not much of a window throw right there for Puka Nacua. Stafford he definitely will throw it. He will anticipate windows and make good throws. I think this ball's thrown before he even turns and opens. It's a good catch, though. Good catch. Ooh, they get away with one right here. That should have been false start. This could have easily been a false start moving forward. They got away with one right there. He's struggling. Empty formation, so they emptied it out. Back's not in the backfield. Get trips set here. Twins to the right. Now motioning Puka out. This is going to be a zone coverage. Get a 1 high safety here, basically a triangle defense here. See what we got here. You see they're passing people off. Woof. All right, so trying to think what we got here. I mean, it's straight zone, but what the hell is the corner doing? This is not good. And this is a big-time play for the Rams. They get back in this game by this. Gosh. At the top of the screen, it looks like they pushed it to cover 3. He's backed off. He's going to be center field help. He's going to be deep third. I mean, look, he's not baiting, but he's flat foot. Bang. That's a pretty throw by Matthew Stafford. That's a big version. Yeah, I'm not huge into baseball, so I don't even know who Josh Hader is. I would say that's baseball related. Yes, so I don't even know who Josh Hader is, Crom. So that's a big-time play there for the Rams. Now gets it back to 14-10. They needed a conversion like that. 2 tight end sets. That is a shift motion. So when you shift or a trade motion. So when we talk about trade, you're going to trade a certain person or multiple people from one side of the formation to the opposite. So I would call this like a wing trade. If I go wing trade, I'm talking about the Y and the H, the tight end and the wing. Trade. He goes on the ball. Now he comes over here. That is very important for if you're still trying to learn the game. Like he's off the ball. Look, he just points out, hey, make sure you're on. He's pointing that finger forward, saying I'm on the ball. That makes this an eligible formation. You got to have 7 people on the line of scrimmage. So they just go with a wide zone to the left. Good cut. Good decision there by Montgomery. Montgomery doesn't really waste. He doesn't waste time. You can see they bump their coverage a little bit. This is what we would call an underfront now, okay? The strength is to the right, and you get a 1 technique. So that's an underfront. If he was in a 3 technique and he was bumped here to a 1, that would be an overfront to the strength. So they elect to go with an underfront, wide zone. They get good hip leverage here, He's helping out there. So based off his hips, he's trying to look at leverage right now of blocks, okay? Because he gets but he's going to try to stick this thing right here. He's trying to wall him off. Does a pretty good job with it. Good cutback, a little bit over pursue. You see linebackers a lot of time. It's easy for them to over pursue when you're trying to get wide zone. Running backs are trying to get their foot north and then kind of create that natural little cutback. Inside zone there. Doesn't look like much happens. We're going to try to speed this thing up. We're an hour into this live stream, so that I would like to go for about an hour and a half. So that's what we'll do. So we'll try to get through this game a little bit. Play action, deep curl. He's able to recognize that they've got top leverage. And he snaps this ball out there to Jameson Williams. They get tangled up there a little bit. Let's see here. Play action right here. Probably, honestly, would 9 times out of 10 would like this ball thrown a little bit sooner. Does a really good job with his base, sets his feet up. The back foot, you would like to I personally like to see the back foot come through a little bit more in your throw. But because that ball was out just a little bit late, he was able to get in on the play, but it's still a good play. Incompletion on the next one. Just a little space concept there. Good pickup. We'll continue to move forward. Hitch route there. Strong catch there by Amon St. Brown. He, like I say, he had himself a big day. Amon St. Brown ended up with 7 catches for 110 yards. Goff does get this one out pretty quick. Snap, makes the decision. His eyes are a big thing here. It holds this safety and it holds this linebacker. You'll see the linebacker come in the picture. He's reading. It's holding this guy here so he can snap it back off to the outside. Basically gets one-on-one. It's a good play. Good quick decision here by Jared Goff just to you get the defense dropping off into their coverage. It's okay to take what the defense gives you right here. He turns his butt. He's backed off. There's a lot of green grass here. Get it out to Jahmyr Gibbs. Put it out in space. Honestly, the ball was not a well-thrown ball, but it was still able. I mean, that's why you make those throws. This is one thing that I need to show my quarterback more of. Like, yes, this route hasn't developed yet. One of these guys may come open. Like if he runs a little curl right here, he's probably coming open. But you don't know that for sure. But as soon as he turns his back and he's bailing and he's dropping, look at the green grass. Like just take it. Just take it. I'm probably going to clip this and show this to my quarterback right now. Just take this. He does. If this ball's like on his body, he's going to be even better for it. But even like still, he's able to make a play. Your running backs are dudes. And that's an easy way to get Jahmyr Gibbs the ball in open space. You don't pass that stuff up. You hear me? That's a pretty good job. Get it out there quick. Yeah. Aaron Donald being a little bit too greedy. Not much there for Montgomery. All right, so it's 14-10. I believe this is now second, maybe third down. Rams are trying to do a bend, but don't break. Is that tackle? Is that dart? This looks like dart. St. Brown pushes all the way over. It's man coverage. He travels with them. Quick indicator there. Doesn't really matter. I think this is a run scheme here. It is dart. Was it dart last time for Detroit? Can't remember. But remember, you're going to get zone blocking in front. So man on, probably a combo to the mic. Not much of a combo. He's going up. He's working. This looks good right now. But this guy's going to be scot-free. And that guy makes the play. Look at it from the end zone copy a little bit. Man on. Correct. Yeah, this would have been a combo if he would have watched inside there. He takes his on step, puts that hand there. He's got the eyes here. In just this situation, probably would have liked that receiver to try to crack down on this guy. Would have gave them numbers, but it didn't work out for them. All right, so now it's 3rd and goal. See if Detroit's able to pick up this spot here. Get a trips bunch, close. We talked about closed on the backside. Huge indicator it's man. Just look at how the defense is lined up, guys. 1, 2, 3. one for the tight end. And then I would say, I don't know if he's locked up on the back. He's probably locked up on the back. And the way you do that is like if he reads pass protection set from the running back, he'll probably go. If he sees any sort of flat action or go, he'll peel and back out. Um, the only issue with that is like what you're seeing a lot, that mesh trail where he'll try to get back in the line and go there, and that could create a whole lot of issues. See how this plays out. See how he's going away. It is that accurate. So that backer takes them. So that's one reason. Might be a rule for them, honestly. If he goes away, you bump it off, you're backing out. And they hit Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta's had a huge year for the Detroit Lions. Let's see here. A little switch action. Boy, that was murky getting through. Why did they got 97 on a tight end? Damn, that is not good. Not good. Detroit's able to score, and now that's got this, 21-10? I mean, Detroit, first half, had really no issues at all against that Detroit Lions defense, or Rams defense. But the Rams were able to make some corrections at the halftime and be able to make this a game because Detroit was running away with it. Detroit was having great success. All right, so let's try to move through this pretty quickly. Looking there, work back across. Nice anticipatory throw there to Puka Nacua. This kid, I honestly haven't watched Puka a whole lot, but he's impressive. He's going to be a big playmaker for many years for the Rams, as long as they've got Stafford. Now, as long as they got Stafford. Stafford worked to this side first. Now he's working back through his progression. Look at that. He's staring here, and he's throwing there. Those are things that, not a lot of people know. Patrick Mahomes kind of made those no-look passes very popular. Stafford was doing that when he was a Detroit Lion. That's what's crazy. Perfect throw. Stafford is such a damn good quarterback. I think he's one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the history of the NFL. He can manipulate the ball so good with his arm. Tight end right there, Puka in the wing. He'll joker motion back. Little drag. Do they go with? Nope. Try to get Higbee, but they do get a pass interference, so get caught with man coverage there. This should be close to right before the half. We'll have to see. Not good there. See where this ended up going wrong for the Rams. Trying to go wide zone. Oof. Right guard. And that's the issue with wide zone. I love wide zone, but it's an extremely hard play to block. If you shoot, it can make things very difficult because they're all stepping out. Right now, for this situation, the center is probably up to the back unless he swims underneath. It's not his job to get this backside one technique. See how he steps out? Left guard's a little bit slow with his step. This is a good first step, but even better job there. He's already holding. You would like to now peel this thing back, but if you get penetration up front in an A gap, you're screwed. And that's exactly what happens there. All right, good check down there. All that was there for Matthew Stafford. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section as you're watching through this. If you got questions, I'll be happy to try to answer them for you as best as I can. Help you grow in the knowledge of the game of football. And what you guys don't know, I'm growing myself in the knowledge. When you study film, you're just trying to get better every single day and grow. So, we're going to grow this thing together. Be happy to give you my knowledge, what I know. And then I'm watching a lot more NFL tape because I want to get better. Right here, man coverage, and they're going with a lot of switch concepts right here out of this trips punch set. Hesitation. Man on, man on, man on. He's just running flat. They try to stick this right here. That was a good throw. No pass interference. Looked like he held him a little bit. He checked out of it. I think they just told this line to push right. See if he bumps out there. Bumps. Yep. He pushed right. Atwell almost had that. Quick little out route. We don't have to break that down. Once again, another check. I like to try to pick up on what the tap of the head signals to this offensive front. We'll see. There's slide protection to the right. He kicks out. Back steps up. Back does a good job. And gets his. Oh, there you go. Touchdown. Is number 5 Atwell? Have I been saying it wrong? Let's see from the zone copy. So, motion him. Check. He's going back out. So, what you're going to get here, bump. Step up and protect, bump out. Watch the running back here. He checked his eyes real quick inside there, recognizes this back was coming. Engage, kind of whiffs. Honestly, could have got called for a holding call right there. Doesn't. Boy, that's a perfect throw by Matthew Stafford. He double clutched on this thing too. Stafford double clutches here, but still able to put it exactly where it needs to be. This is the risk you take when you're trying to get the deflection or the pick. If you miss it, it's probably a touchdown. That's a good throw. Almost dropped it. So Detroit was up 21-10, and it's now 21-17. Every time the Rams needed an answer just to stay in the, they did. So it was a very exciting game all the way through. Let's kind of push through. Keep going a little bit here. Outside zone, that's a bad missed tackle. We'll keep pushing through because we've been live for an hour and 12 minutes, and we just not even at halftime. But I'm enjoying this. Hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. If you're watching it during live stream, if you're watching it post stream, and if this is something that you guys like a lot more, we'll do this a lot more often. I'm fine with just chilling here. We can bring people up. We can have little panels, and we can get multiple people on this side to break it down together. Might need to try to get Coach Allen in here and break it down from an offense and defense perspective. So, wish you could kind of do this like right after the game, but it's like a 48-hour on NFL Plus. I don't get this stuff until like 48 hours later, which sucks. That was a fun. This was a terrible play. This was a freak play by Jared Goff here. Watch it from the end zone copy. Jared Goff doesn't normally do this stuff. And just boot action, freak out, try to that makes you want to throw up. Not good there. That was one of the few boots that they've actually done, and they're a big boot heavy team. Both of these teams are. Little screen action to the outside on second and forever gets a lot of that yardage back. So they're just trying to whip out Gibbs out here to the left. Beantown says, watching live, liking the content. I'm enjoying this. And just kind of breaking it down and learning more about the game, being able to see techniques, get it out there quick. Why did that do that? I wanted to see that from the zone copy. Let's see. This guy could let him go a little bit quicker. All right, so this perspective, you got a nice little wall here. If he could pin, kick, there's your alley, but he does. I mean, honestly, like you try to coach these offensive linemen to do this stuff, but anytime you have offensive linemen out there in space, they're not in their natural habitat, right? Like when I'm coaching my offensive line and we're talking about combos up to the backers on zone, I always tell them don't get in a hurry. Like you're putting yourself in If you're in open field situations, you just put yourself in their natural habitat, not yours. The big boys up front, they need to stay condensed. They need to stay with their other linemen and help body people up. If you put yourself in open field situations, linebackers are going to be more nimble. They're going to be faster. They're in better habitats there. They can make better plays. So on these screens, try to coach them up as much as you can, flat, alley, trash. Uh, but at the end of the day, you just kind of tell them, hey, get in the way. And it's up to the back to be able to maneuver and find the right space. This is a great route by the center here. Didn't really get kicked there. You would have liked to get a kick here. But if the back can just find ways to get inside that alley, it would have been good. That's a pretty good job by that defensive. That's the linebacker Jones. He folded underneath, came back, made a pretty good play. So that was pretty impressive. Trying to take a deep shot, good patience here. This is only way you have good patience is if you have a good offensive line in front of you. He's a little bit slow off the ball, probably intended an inside release here. So far, this is really good ball. Really good ball. This is a good job by I think that's tight end out there on his own leverage. He took an inside leverage. He's probably either got a deep corner or a deep post. Here's your corner route. You see the green grass you got going here. Too high safety shell. Oh yeah, this is all day. Amon St. Brown. That's too easy. See what this coverage might have been pre-snap. Too high safety shell. Middle of the field's open. All right, so this looks like cover 2 man, and because of this inside stem here, boy, it really screws up. They could have honestly hit the seam pretty early here. He's manned up, but as soon as he goes inside, he's trying to run with them, but, like, it's gonna take him right into this defender. Bang, right there. He could have thrown a hot ball right here, would have been nice, but doesn't look like it's in the picture. They're not telling the wide receiver, "Hey, keep your eyes inside hot," for a hot pass. He never looked, so that's not even a situation right there. But it does mess with that guy big time. Ends up being a good corner route. Look at it from the end zone copy, just a great protection on the inside. This tight end, Sam Laporta is a dude now. Like, we know what he's doing, like, as far as receptions wise and what he's doing as far as in the passing game. That's a big boy defensive end. He's bodied him up. He's working. He doesn't sack the quarterback. Some of you guys might be thinking, well, he got driven back a little bit. It doesn't matter. Does he sack the quarterback? Tight ends aren't supposed to be tackles and pass sets. That's a good job by Sam Laporta. If he's that good in pass protection, he's going to be a damn good tight end in the NFL for quite some time. We got to try to run through this. I said an hour and a half. I don't even know if we're at halftime yet. It's crazy. One of the few times they get to Stafford here, so we'll look at this. So they're in an even front. Kind of. I mean, 5 technique, wide 9 technique, 2 technique, wide 9. Blitz right here. So there, protection, 1, out. They should be good. Where does it falter? He just gets whipped on the right tackle. Penalty, we'll skip that. All right, that's a punt. So the first time, the Lions had to punt, and now it's 21-17, I believe, at this point. Rams have an opportunity. Joker motion across. Okay, so you ask why you do that. You're just trying to see, is it man coverage? Is it zone? What does it do to the defense? I believe that's man coverage potentially, but they're bumping it. Now they come back. Let's see if it's still man coverage. Might be zone. It's zone. They just was going to bump the zone coverage right there. Because you can bump man. You got to communicate it if you do. They're just going with a little split zone action, not a whole lot there. What did Bayless say? I mean, I probably should say, what has Bayless not said? That's what that ends up being a lot more. I know Bayless is not happy about the Cowboys' loss. Just a good little short throw there. Take what the defense gives you. They're in outside leverage here. Haven't seen Hutchinson make a whole lot of plays today, and we're in this game. Hutchinson drops back out there in coverage. Makes a good tackle there. Try to go for the strip. All right, that was halftime. An hour and 20 minutes in, and we hit halftime. So see if we can kind of scoot along with the second half. So you got a dig concept here. We get a flat with the back. Right? Yep, flat with the back. Dig concept, anticipatory throw. It's a good job there. It's to Robinson. Skip through that. All right, I got to show you this, though. This is why I freaking love Matthew Stafford. Looking off the corner and still throwing off on the inside. Watch here. Eyes there. Probably a quick concept. Doesn't like it. He knows he has the dig right here. His eyes are going this way to not allow this defender, this backer, to fit back over in this gap. Look at that. Just look at that. My goodness. Matthew Stafford being filthy right here. Looking to the right, snapping and throwing a perfectly accurate ball. He's looking to the left, or he's looking to the right. Snaps it off on the inside here. Bang. Perfect. Perfect. Talking about Michael Parsons didn't show up. I had a few when I was breaking down that game. Like, he had multiple pressures on the defense. But honestly, when I watched it, I'm like, Parsons had some good pressures, but then they had multiple breakdowns in the defensive back. And it doesn't matter if you get to the quarterback in 2 seconds if the quarterback's able to throw in 1.8. See what I'm saying? Didn't do a full, complete deep dive into it, but I saw Parsons was able to get hits on the quarterback, but it didn't matter. That's a bad throw. Skip through that. So the Lions was up 21-17. Rams were not able to take advantage to try to take the lead. That's just a counteract. A little bounce there to the outside. Motion tight end left to right. Play action. Hit the drag across. Reynolds drops that one. See if that's a bad throw. Reynolds just didn't even have his eyes around. It's not good. So now third down. Let's see up this third down situation here. Too high. Might be more of a one high. That might be corner. Safety roll down. Safety here. Corner. Let's see. I don't know their numbers. So I can't tell. Is he blitzing? He is. Creates a cover one. They rolled it. So man on, man on, man on, man on. Goff's able to recognize the cover one pretty quickly. That's a whole lot of grass. You're just going to go one-on-one. That's a mod sneak around, and you're just going one-on-one. I don't like that odds for the Rams. They get completely torched there and whipped. So the Lions are back in Rams territory. Little toss action here. They don't quite get that natural pin there. And that messes up the whole play of that game. Mod St. Brown. Little outside stem, which back underneath. Good concept there. Tight end shuffled here to try to get in that protection. Rams with a good job of pursuing over top. Check here for a second real quick. And they get to Jared Goff on this situation. See how this broke down. This might be more of a coverage sack here. Oh, running back doesn't do a good job on protection, but trying to see why it was all on the running back here. You don't have any A gap. Where does the center go in this situation? He probably thought he should have been patient. You got pressure right here, so you're going to get an out. I can understand that, but why is the center not checking? Ooh, that is not good by the center, I don't think. I don't like just, hey, running back, the backer, you got this. Felt like that center checked off of that and ended up screwing that play up. Who knows though? Might be they probably won't back some backers, but if you don't have immediate pressure in the A gap, felt like he shouldn't have backed off on that one. So settle for a field goal. This kicks up, and that kick is good. So 24-17. That's what I've got right now. Get moving along through this. We're an hour and 26 minutes in. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy this post stream as well. Puka, little joker motion, little what I call like a kick zone. So why do I call this kick zone? They're going to go zone right. Call it like kick zone right, all zone right, and then he's just going to kick out the end. Little Puka here. But this shows you like receivers are being asked to get into the run fits as well. Kick, zone. You would like to get a combo here to the backer, but whenever you turn your shoulders like this, it's going to be extremely hard to get. That's why it's always like on combos, we talk about to our offense, keep your shoulders square. He doesn't. Guarantee he doesn't get there. Not that well. Higbee, man. Higbee struggled in the run game. This is one takeaway that I'm seeing from this situation. Higbee really struggled in the run game here. Gets a shuffle. Good patience. Engage. That's a good job by number 34. I need to see who 34 is for the linebackers. Lions fans will be telling me right now. That's Alex Anzalone, however you pronounce his name. He led the tackle. He led the team in tackles. That's a damn good job. And Higbee just getting whipped right there. Not really good. Stafford set up a throwback screen. That's got some legs to it. Ends up being a good play. That's a 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6 call. They back off into protection, and they're able to hit a big-time play here. Motion that receiver across Cooper Kupp. Cooper very quiet in this game up to this point. All right, so you get that boot action, you get Cooper Kupp coming across. You saw how it influenced these backers. Throw it back across. You get good lead blocks here. That's a really good football play. Once again, there's that tight end wing. This time, not out of Patriots set, 12 personnel. This is just 11 personnel, just one tight end. Checking it again. Looks like man coverage. And do you see how they're rolling this coverage here? So it should be man on, man on, man on. And then he's just robbing at this point. He's got Cooper Kupp. Bang. They hit Puka on the drag. They will motion Puka a lot that I'm noticing. Motion him to the right just to get on the run and drag him across. Motion him to the right, and fake a drag, and then whip it back to the outside. Trying to do a whole lot of maneuvering around. Good roll there, good communication. He's just playing cover one safety. It's a good open field tackle. You got to make those. It puts a lot of stress on defenses to be able to make that open field tackle. It's a good run there by number 20. Who's that? Rivers. I like that physical run mentality right here. They've got a condensed set, motion Cooper across. See what they run here. Little zone right action duo, whatever. It's a good play. Way to stay ahead of the sticks. Yep. Just motion out. Get out quick flat. Take what the defense gives you. Higbee with a nice play there. Higbee being able to make some plays after the catch here, make some gap. He worked from first progression, didn't like it, get back across. It's a tough catch, tough throw. Good job by Higbee, who struggled in the running. Here's one of those boots. Boots very good. He's trying to go to Puka, and he just got kind of mauled. This corner right here is a good job. Fake broker motion. Back. He's trying to get to the back byline. It's well defended. They have no one here. Stafford throws it out of the back of the end zone. All you can do. That was a well-defended play. And, Rams are big on boot. They haven't shown a whole lot of boot until the second half right there. They were ready for it. Coached up very good. Orbit motion. And that's basically like a sweep. So this is just jet sweep. It's interesting. We may end up doing something like this next year. Our jet sweeps were go in front of the heels of the quarterback. I like this because what is great when you turn, I've noticed this a lot with NFLs. Raiders hired Antonio Pierce. Okay. Thought there was Titans might hire him. I think he's a pretty good coach. I think that's the right decision by the Raiders. What's good about that is it turns the quarterbacks the back to the defense, which trying to speak here, gives you the opportunity for boots off of that. If the way we've done it in the past is just shuffle, keep it out in front, I think that's good if you've got a quarterback that can pull keep and you can run like power read, all that stuff. But if you got more of a traditional thrower, this is what we're probably going to tend to go to more. Go at the heels of the quarterback, let him open up and hand off. Gives the running back more room for him and the trash, which I think is good because he's able to read it. But B, creates that boot action. Puka probably should have settled down and cut inside of this, but they've got to reach this thing. If we're trying to reach, bang, lead block with the F, see where, Hutchinson's in wide 9 technique. It's going to be hard to reach that. But he doesn't get out there good enough, in my opinion. Higbee, that's just one thing I'm taking away. He's not very good in the run game. Not very good at all. Feel like he's slow there. That sucks. Higbee sucks in the run game. Got jacked up. That is Aiden Hutchinson, so keep that in mind. Nope. Crom, I would agree. They did not need Antonio Pierce to leave. I heard Max Crosby and Devontae Adams both said that they would have probably asked out. All right, so the Rams, there it's 21-20 now, or 24-20, I think. 24-20. They got that. So Lions take over. We're going to try to skim through this. Appreciate you very much. We're grinding this. Hopefully, if we start to do this more often, get some more people in here, but I'm not worried about it. I'm sitting here studying football and having fun with it, so not too worried about it. Jared Goff comes off of his first read, works back across to the right. See here. 3-step drop, don't like it. Good patience there. Good job by St. Brown to bump out nowhere. The green grass, get there quick. Go with a little inside zone insert, basically right there. Checking their protection. He feels like the mic is coming. He didn't really come. We're just skimming through this second half now, kind of getting going. Oh, boy, he almost got out of that pocket. This was a pretty good sidestep here by Jared Goff. Once again, Rams had success against the running backs in pass protections. Tries a sidestep, but he gets caught up right there with his left tackle. And they have to punt. Rams were able to really get after the Lions' offense there in the second half. That's good run play right here. They rolled their coverage. Wide split zone. So they're going wide zone to the right. Splitting. Is that Cooper Kupp? Yep. Cooper Kupp splitting. Wide receivers getting into the run fits. That creates a nice alley. So this is wide split zone right. Wide zone, split, kick the first man out. Now they could have just kept running this. What I like about this, we may get into a little bit of this right here. You're going wide zone away from the tight end. So here's the tight end. They're just going to have him based out. And so now instead of kicking the first man out, kind of like a wide inside. So you'll see him base this guy out right here. Base, and it already gives him a great angle. I like that a lot. And then insert, bang, right there. Got to be good at the running back spot to be able to fill that crease and then go. They don't have to hit it back there, but that's where it's going to hit 9 times out of 10. Not a whole lot of there. We'll just get through that. Incomplete. I think this is third down here. Zone coverage. Middle of the field's open. They rolled too high. Send a blitz. They're just trying to hit a quick screen out here. Aiden Hutchinson recognizes it late. Can't get there. Puka's able to pick up that first down. That's a big play. Wide split zone again that time. Doesn't feel the crease on the backside. See if they base him out again like on the last one. Or do they wash it down? It's not really a whole lot to base here. He's not outside, so he might just wash down. He does. They probably have a little, if he's outside, you'll base out. If he's inside, you'll wash down, and then Cooper Kupp will just continue to kick the first man out. Okay. That's good to know. I like that. I think that looks good. We don't really run wide zone. We probably do it at like inside zone. Good catch there by Robinson. He was getting their numbers taken up. Trying to scoot along here, get to the very end. We may skip next drive, try to get to that last drive. This was a good job, wide zone. We'll look at this real quick. They motion, so they're trying to get just when you motion right before the snap, you're just trying to get a +1 in numbers. +1 in numbers. Right now, I'm not seeing a cut lane, so he should just continue to work through this. He does. He does. Now, right there, see how it can come late? This is good recognition by the running back. Settle his feet. He's going to try to get back underneath. Good cut. It's not easy to do. You've got to be able to see it and recognize it quick. Motion that in. Watch him for the boot. That is a tight window throw to Puka Nacua. See it from the end zone copy. Sometimes you'll get this little slip route right here. They just decide to hold him in protection. So they're just this is a straight, we're going to take a shot play. We'll leak out the back as a check down. It's a good ball. Puka makes these catches, man. He doesn't drop. Try to work through this a little bit, see how this drive ends. Set up a screen. That's well defended. Picked up some yards out of it, though. Incomplete there. See how this play panned out. To the outside. Kick a field goal. That's it. So my score is a little bit off. All right, so that's 24-23 now, I believe. Yep, 24-23. So let's try to get through this. We'll get to that last drive where the Rams had their opportunity to tie it, I believe. I want to get to that last drive. All right, this is the last drive. All right, so it is 24-23. The Rams have an opportunity to go down and take a winning field goal kick. So this is the drive right here. Go with a one tight end set. checking out of this play, starting on their own 7-yard line. Motion in Puka, and they're just going to go with a simple inside zone. Detroit Lions bodied that up pretty well. Get to the second play. Motion across, so now you get a trip closed. That was a 2 tight instead, I believe. Puka just on a drag. Dang, dude. Kid's good. Once again, motioning from left to right just to send Puka on another drag. They catch him in man coverage. That's tough. So right here is an example of them bumping their man coverage. Not every time in man do you get – look, he's already recognizing something's up. He's checking him. He's trying to recognize it. But so instead of making him run all the way across with them, they just roll him down. This corner will now play deep one safety. So this is cover one man. And that's a whole lot of trash for him to be able to work under. And that's a straight man beater. Straight man beater. See what other concept they ran with that. Be curious to see what they've got off that. You can tell that's the number one route. So he's inside releasing. He's just going to get out here to the flat. But I'm telling you, one reason why they've got this, they want him to go here to where he cannot get across. That's the biggest thing. He's inside releasing. So flat, deep corner, drag, and he's just going to run a kickoff route, what we call. Aiden Hutchinson tried to do a really good job there. You'll see it from the end zone copy. Watch Aiden Hutchinson right here. He's doing the best he can. He recognizes it, but he's in a zone. He can't keep running with that. It's good ball, good throw. Big time play. The Rams now have a lot of momentum. I mean, this is the game right here. Detroit has had a great year, but they could lose and get kicked out of the playoffs if they allow the Rams to score on this drive. Check underneath. That's a lot of green grass and another big first down for the Rams. Not there. Check out. Leak out flat. It's a pretty good job. Goodness, they're in plus territory. Detroit Lions fans are feeling very anxious right now. Play action boot. Here comes Higbee on the drag. That is a massive drop there. This is the one that Higbee, I believe he tore his ACL on it. It was brutal going that low on him. Let's see if Stafford throws this a little bit late. Got it right here. So the moment, like you really want to hit this, right? But the moment this guy rushes hard here, you've got to feel good about your backside drag, and you're seeing it develop right here. He's going to try to set up his feet. But, man, that's tough. Like, Stafford does a good job setting up his feet, but he doesn't really set up. He throws it like as he's fading away. See where this ball – safety recognizes trying to come down. That's a perfect ball. This is a drop by Tyler Higbee. Oof, he took pain for it. Safety came up, made a big play. If they catch that right there, they are in field goal position. Like, that was a massive play in this game. So I believe it's second down here. They elect to go with a pass again. They elect to go with a pass on second down. They do get it completed. Third down. Ball's at the 35. It's still in field goal range. See how it develops. Trips bunch to the left. They go with a pass. Oh, holding call. I forgot. That's the – man. You could have ran the ball and potentially just say, hey, let's try to set up for a field goal here. Let's see this from the right tackle. This is what cost the Rams the game right here was this holding call. 0 and Aiden Hutchinson, who's been very quiet all game. This is him imposing his will and impacting this game. Tries to go wide. Armbarred him right there. Why is the back not helping out as much? The back steps up. Rivers would like him to say, hey, let's help chip the edge here. Tackle, you've got interior. Steps in. Stafford not really recognizing. Armbarred. That loses the Rams the game. So now it's backed up. You are not in field goal range right now from that holding call. The Rams were that close to beating the Detroit Lions. Comes down to a holding call that Aiden Hutchinson was able to impact this game. Right tackle gets whipped again. But I remember this one. This could have been pass interference. Don't really get to see it so much from the end zone copy, from the wide zone, from the sideline copy. Let's see it from the end zone right here. Trying to hit Puka. See if it was his first read. He is. Safety, now he's checking left. Steps up in the pocket. It's a good pocket movement right there by Matthew Stafford. He's got him armbarred a little bit. And then the late hit potentially, I think you got to give it a no call. And that ends up being it. Rams don't get the ball, and that cost them. So there is the full game breakdown of the Detroit Lions versus LA Rams. We've done this for an hour and 46 minutes. I enjoyed every bit of it. Hope you guys did as well. Lions are able to move on and advance in the postseason. They will play Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield's playing at a very high level. They play with a lot of confidence over there. Another good offense. The defense playing pretty well. I think the Detroit Lions have an upper hand. We'll have to see how that develops. I'll keep you posted if we end up just having a chill stream on one of the live streams. We'll probably break down another game live stream of the divisional round. So let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Detroit able to advance. Appreciate you guys. As always, stay humble, stay kind. Peace.
Never fake, I keep it real.